Good morning students, welcome back to today's class. Today we are going to see that accountancy chapter 7 depreciation provision and the reserves. This is video number 18 and we are going to solve one numerical question. This question is having two parts or two way we need to solve. Let us see that RS Limited purchased a vehicle for rupees 4 lakh. After 4 years, its salvage value is estimated at rupees 40,000. To find out the amount of depreciation to be charged every year based on straight line basis, and show as to how the vehicle account would appear for 4 years, assuming it is sold for rupees 50,000 at the end, when depreciation is charged to asset account 1 and another is that provision for depreciation account is maintained. Consider the following entries in the books of account of RS Limited. So here one question is given. First of all, that we need to understand that question well. Means we need to analyze that question. Here it is given one vehicle purchase. That vehicle cost rupees 4 lakh rupees. And again it is saying that the next sentence. So there is nothing more to understand. Just we purchased a vehicle. Its value is at 4 lakh. That is ready to use. You don't need to imagine that whether it is ready or not. If any installation charges or any other charges, that will be mentioned there itself. Clear now? So after 4 years, its salvage value is estimated at rupees 40,000. That means residual value or net residual value or scrap value, whatever is that salvage value, whatever is that different names are calling. So when you are solving more and more questions, you get that like that different words. Okay. So that net residual value is saying that how much amount? 40,000. So 4 lakh is at the vehicle purchase, vehicles asset value or vehicles value, and 40,000 is at the value after 4 years. Clear now? Next thing is that find out the amount of depreciation to be charged every year based on straight line method or straight line basis. That means now we need to find out that the depreciation amount every year, how much we are charging that every year under straight line method. We already studied that straight line method, how to find out that depreciation amount. So that method is that asset value minus estimated net residual value upon estimated years of disposal. Clear now? So according to this, how much amount is that depreciation amount? 90,000 by 4. How much is that? 90,000. So each year we write off depreciation 90,000 and within 4 years this becomes 0. That means it becomes 40,000. Clear now? And estimated residual value is at 40,000. Within 4 years that amount will be over. Then we can see that another thing is saying that and show how the vehicle account would be appear from the years, assuming it is sold for rupees 50,000 at the end. So here a few more things are saying in that sentence. One is that we need to show that the vehicle account for 4 years, how it is appearing in that the vehicle account. We need to show that vehicle account for 4 years. Here it is not asked you to maintain that the journal entry. So if it is not asked particularly, you no need of making that journal entry. You need to understand the question. Here journal entry is not asked or not important. Without journal entry, we can directly solve that the question. That means we can show that the ledger account. One thing, and also it is saying that after 4 years, this particular asset which we purchased in 4 years back with the 4 lakh rupees, now it is selling out of 50,000. So here our estimated residual value is at, or scrap value or salvage value is at 40,000, but we sold out of 50,000. Easily you can identify that 10,000 is at the profit. Got clear now? Very simple. Next thing is that another one thing we can understand from here is that depreciation is charged to asset account. One method is that we already studied that two methods. One is that paying provision for depreciation. Another is that directly we are charging to that asset. So here it is asked you two methods. You understand now? First we can see that the when value is directly charging to that the asset account. And in second method, you need to show that the provision for depreciation account also. Okay. Second method, when provision is creating, you need to show that the provision for depreciation account. So, with following this information, we can see that the how to solve that the question. So first of all, that you need to make a vehicle account. This is in the book of which company? RS Limited. The books of account RS Limited vehicle account. We need to give that a heading. Then here is at the date column. Now date is not given. Date is not that much. Date is important. Okay. You need to know that the date. So I am making that a date column. Next is that one LF column, JF column is there, but I didn't mention that date column. And here also one JF column is there, I didn't mention. That means you should not skip that. Here debit, here credit. And this is in the books of RS Limited. Which account we are creating? So here date is not given. So we assume that first year. All other things we discussed here. So first year. First year we are directly charging depreciation. What will be our first journal entry? You already said. Yeah, our journal entry is like this. When vehicle is purchased with the 4 lakh, vehicle account debit with the 4 lakh to bank or cash. So when we are solving based on this journal entry, beginning of that year, this is first year beginning. Okay. First year beginning. So in that time, in vehicle account we never give that a vehicle, but what we give against bank account. You understand now? Yes. When we are posting in the ledger account, if you didn't learn, now you understand that how to post in that the ledger account is that here we see that. Do you know how we are identifying that debit or credit? Here, debit or credit are two words only. You don't go behind that word meaning of debit or credit to post here. For us that debit and credit are, as I said, that of a T account. This side we call as the debit and this side we call as the credit. That much only. Whatever the amount comes here, we call debit. Whatever the amount comes here, we call credit. To come some amount here, we are using certain rules. You understand? The rules are that I already said. If you not learn, you go behind. That is very important. Okay. When asset is increasing, that always I say that when asset or expense are increasing, we are debiting. When they are reducing, we credit that. And at the same time, as income or liability, when they are increasing, we credit that. When they decrease, we debit that. That much only is it. Nothing more. So, according to these rules, we can see that when we purchase a vehicle, that means the vehicle is our asset. That vehicle asset is increasing, then we debited that. Bank is also our asset, but what happened that asset is decreasing, so we credited that. And when we are writing in the ledger account, here vehicle account is means we know that about what we are going to write. We are going to write about that. See, if you are recording those things, you niggle, give some rupees to your name, Sudhagar. To Sudhagar, 500 rupees. Then if Sudhagar is writing in this book, that Nigel is writing in this book, Nigel give 50 rupees. Is it necessary? No. Because Nigel want to know that to whom he had given. He knows that the amount he paid. So he no need of recording his name in this book. Instead of what he has to record to whom, the same only we are doing here. Okay, you understand now? Now you imagine that instead of Nigel, you imagine yourself, you are giving some money or something to someone. You want to get it back. So whose name you will record? Your name or to whom you gave their name. The same way, when we are recording, at the same time Nigel is recording, he has to get some money from Rubesh. RP. Yeah. He has to get some money from RP. Okay, whatever is that. RP. So, Nigel will write in his book, Nigel, 5,000 rupees. Is it enough? No, that will not understand that. And there is no need also. Instead of that, what name he has to mention? Arpit account or Arpit names. Want to give money to Arpit or money taken from Arpit. You understand now? So you imagine your name instead of Nigel's name means you wanted to give somebody some amount which you already received before. In that time, if you are writing in your diary or in your book, if you are writing your own name there, that is not relevant. Later we will forget whose money is there. You understand now? The same concept we are using here. Here vehicle account is already there. So we ended up writing in vehicle account. We know that this is related to vehicle. Then what we need to know? What happened to that? Or vehicle money we paid or received or that what happened. So here you can see that is why amount we write that you remember that amount we write that in debit side because this vehicle account is debited. So here debit side we write that 4 lakh. Then which name we give? With what that is credited. Here credited is at a bank account. To bank account. So easily we can understand that this journal entry is at a vehicle account debit to bank. That means we purchase in the vehicle. Easily we can understand. Clear now? Next year, end of this year. End of this year, what will happen means we need to charge depreciation. That depreciation we are charging directly. Depreciation we got now already, we got that 90,000. That depreciation we are charging directly to asset account. So our JL entries normally is like that. Depreciation account debit 90,000 to asset account 90,000. This is the entry, no?